My name is Blake Kerrigan. I've been at Lenovo for about 5 years. I'm based in Raleigh, North Carolina. My role is I'm the Senior Director of the Think Edge business unit in Lenovo's ISG organization. I manage a highly distributed team of portfolio and product strategists, as well as go-to-market and marketing experts. And what we do is we are focused on developing products for the computing continuum that extends beyond the data center. So that's what my team focuses on, is how to capture and harness the information from the environment around us, whether it's a business environment, whether it's an energy environment, whatever it is. We're focusing on harnessing that data to help customers and partners make more informed decisions about their business or their own environment. The interesting thing about cities in general is they're essentially a pretty broad ecosystem of not only systems, but also people and functions that support the community. But one of the challenges is that a lot of those different organizations within a city have a lot of different conflicting initiatives. So if you're part of a transportation organization, your goal is probably going to be smart and sustainable, safe travel to make it easy to get around the city. Whereas if you're part of maybe a sustainable power initiative, your function or your main area of interest is to create power on demand and making it available for all the residents. How do you align all those different interests across a pretty broad range of people and functions? And I think technology really has, is kind of a foundational element that I think everybody knows and recognizes. But it's really a question of where do you start, which is typically the biggest questions that we get from city leaders. One of the things that I think is going to change in the future is the way that the citizens of a municipality actually engage with the city. I've talked about examples of how you manage first responder time for specific accidents in a street. But imagine being able to jump on your smartphone and understand where parking might be available or not available just based on the camera network that the city has. The citizens of a city being able to interact with the city that they live in. I think that'll probably be the next thing to happen in smart and sustainable cities. One of the best and coolest things about my job is that I get to work across an extremely broad range of industries, to work with the broadest range of people from all walks of life, all different diverse backgrounds. And it's probably the most exciting part about my job here at Lenovo. It's just all the different people that I get to work with. The best experiences that I've had at Lenovo have been looking back after we get to a point where what we call ship support a product. We bring a product generally available for all 180 markets. I think it's this thing that a great product leader experiences every time you bring a product to market. I'm fortunate that's something that I get to experience sometimes once a year, but sometimes as many as 3 times a year. But that's the most fulfilling and most satisfying part about my job. I tell you that my route to technology is quite different than most. I'm a genuinely curious person, always curious to learn how things work. To me, the thing that led me here was really just this longing to go affect change and create new outcomes based on underlying technology. Be infinitely curious. The one thing that you will not learn through your studies is how to create better and sustainable outcomes for customers. And I think if you are maniacally focused on that and that alone, the technology almost comes secondarily, right? What makes me passionate is really the outcomes that we create for our customers.
Lenovo.